What's your stance on the Second Amendment? How do you feel about gun ownership? I have mixed feelings, but I definitely am. I definitely support gun ownership. While there's a complicated nature of the politics of it and everything, and I can break down the nuances at the core of it. Yeah, we need guns to protect ourselves from some of these people out here who wanted to storm the Capitol. How do you feel about the Second Amendment, Brother Mac?
It's just that, I certainly respect it. But when you juxtapose that question, or you place that question right up against Sandy Hook or Columbine and so many other school shootings, so many random acts of violence, what happened in Vegas. Yeah, I'm down with gun control. I am so much for the Second Amendment. But there has to be some level of common sense in this thing, because right now, the ability to go out there and get an assault weapon or any other type of weapon without any type of background checks and the wherewithal and commit the kind of crimes you're doing. And the only reason that we have not moved to do anything about it is because of the power and the money of the NRA and the fact that it is buying so many of these politicians off to say, look, it's okay. Don't you worry about it. We're going to pad your pockets for your next campaign. It's just an abomination. I'm down with the Second Amendment, but everything should come with some level of common sense, right? Having a drink every night. Having a drink every night. Having a drink every now and then is not a bad thing, but you go out and get a damn gallon of Hennessy and just chug it. Well, it ain't so good, right?
Have you? I don't see you reminded me of stuff. I've seen videos of people doing that, and I'm like, I don't even know if they woke up in the morning. That said, as it pertains to the Second Amendment, I only asked that question because of what's coming out of San Jose, California. The city just voted Tuesday night to require gun ownership to carry liability insurance and pay an annual fee. In what's believed to be the first measure of its kind in the United States, and this is according to CBS News. The San Jose City Council overwhelmingly approved the measure despite opposition from gun owners who said that it would violate their Second Amendment rights and promised to sue, which, of course, we know that's going to probably go all the way to the Supreme Court.
Absolutely.
Last but not least, from CBS News, the Silicon Valley city of about 1 million followed a trend of other Democratic-led cities that have sought to rein in violence through stricter rules. But while similar laws have been proposed, San Jose is the first city to pass one, according to Brady United, a national nonprofit that advocates against gun violence. And I believe Brady would be probably the security guard. I forgot, the senior advisor to Ronald Reagan, if my memory is working right, was the man who was shot during the assassination attempt and then subsequently all the gun action. I digress. The point is that this is a bold move by the city, and I believe that the Supreme Court, only because of the nature, it's being stacked by Donald Trump, and it's a conservative bench that is looking to roll us back into the dark ages. I'm pretty sure they're going to strike this down, would be my first guess. Brother Mac, what do you think not only about the law itself? The fee is $25 a year, by the way, for anyone who's wondering what that tax is. It's $25, and then they're trying to attach liability insurance. What do you think about the idea and that law from the city? But more, secondarily, do you think it's going to stand the test of this particular Supreme Court? Or will it even make it that far for that matter?
Yeah, absolutely not. It will not withstand it. Now, you said the Supreme Court is being stacked. No, the Supreme Court has been stacked by Donald Trump. So that has happened. Do I think that this will hold up? Absolutely not. And I'm with you. I don't think it will make it. Now, what do I think about it? Again, being something has to be done to curtail the type of mass shootings that we have seen in this country. Virginia Tech. I mean, just go down the line. So, anything that'll bring about some level of, they may know that it won't work. But maybe their intent is just to get folks to talking about it, getting other cities to try to institute something, to try to do something. Because right now, when we left it in the hands of Congress, even, and I can't remember this crazy woman that's in Congress now. And when the children from Florida came up to talk about the gun violence at their school, She tried to make that a political football about attacking these children who had just gone through just this absolutely horrific ordeal. So something needs to be done. Whether or not this is the right thing to do, I don't know. But something needs to be done to try to balance not violating the Second Amendment rights, but at the same time having some level of common sense so that these guns are not getting in the hands of these crazy folks and then they can go do what they do. Rittenhouse, for instance, the gun he had when he shot and killed folks, it wasn't legally obtained. You know, we got to bring some level of common sense and just human decency to this very, very complicated issue.
That's right. That's right. Absolutely. I'm very interested in seeing how this particular story pans out. We'll be watching it and covering it because I really think it is. Well, the article itself said that this is the first piece of legislation of its type. I've never seen a city look squarely in the eyes of the NRA and say, bring it on. So let's see what happens. I'm definitely supporting.
And I'll tell you this, Ben, I do applaud them for taking that level of to taking that position, because trust and believe, there are a lot of politicians, be you at the federal level, state and local level, that are absolutely fearful of the NRA. So I applaud them for trying to do something and taking that stance. And you better know that the NRA is going to treat this the same way that the tobacco industry treated every lawsuit that came against them early in their days to try to say that smoking caused cancer. They fought every case because they knew if they lost one, it was going to begin to unravel. And again, what we ultimately saw is that when they did lose that first case, it began to unravel. So trust and believe that the NRA is going to put all of its might to defeat this effort as quickly as they can.